So, guys, yeah, found a Ross Dress for Less. A buddy of mine was asking me, John Boy, how do you find all these great deals on fragrances? And I say, dude, I come across a store, I stop, I look. If I see something, I buy it. So, stopped at Ross's, and you got a little bit of everything. That's a Mercedes Benz Select Day Car Felicity, great scent for the woman. Azaro Chrome, Sukrat by Latafa. You have Musha Mariah, whatever it's called from Latafa. And these are 19.99 a piece. As you saw, there's a Hugo Man. There's Da Vinci Pie. I believe that was $70. That was on my list, 60 or 70. Burberry Touch for 40. Machismo. That was 36 for a small bottle. You had Coach Green, Versace Dylan Blue. I think this little 1 ounce bottle was $39.99. Coach Platinum, which is a great scent, by the way. If you haven't smelled the Platinum, very nice scent. Some other Dolces. We got some Salvatore Ferragamo Porom. So yeah, I mean, just a lot of cool little scents to look at. Another Latafa back there, same thing as we saw before. But yeah, Azaro, Porom, got a little Calvin Klein Obsession there. Another big bottle of Machismo, which I think was 60. So it makes my $16 pickup a couple weeks back even more amazing. Yeah, Boss Bottled Descent. That intrigued me. Bottled Night I already have. It's just 47. A little on the high side for what I don't know if I'd pay 47 for it. Hugo Man. So yeah, some Taharis. It's fun, you stop in, you look and see what catches your eye. If nothing catches your eye. I've never tried these Boss selection ones, so let me know in the comments if they're worth it. They're $30. I mean, shit. At some point, it'll be a gamble. If I don't find anything else, I might have to go back and snag them. Hugo Energize, $27. That one was intriguing. But yeah, then we look at the women's section. I always got to look over the women and see what they have over here. You have Peach Delulu. I've not smelled that one yet. My wife's got several of the other cars between her and my daughter. They did have a finery, which I was intrigued with. My wife doesn't like floral. It seemed kind of like a floral scent. So, kind of stayed away from it. But, yeah, so now I'm going to come and look at it. $19.99, which I've been impressed with the finery products so far. They've been really good smelling. They've been decent performers. You have Marc Jacobs Day, Dot. Paul Bond for $70. Marc Jacobs, I think it was 60 for Daisy Love, which is an amazing scent on a woman. I absolutely love it. Let's put it this way: one of the ladies at the ER wears it, and I know when she's working. And in the words of my boy Brian, that scent will get you there. Right. So let's get inside. Take what they have. Women's section was a little more stocked than the men's, and they have the commodity of the book. That was 56. It was probably a good buy. I have 4 by Calvin Klein. Offshore was $20 marked down. It's a solid buy for $25. So $20 is just a steal. Paul Rabanne Fame. You have Dossier. Juliet has a gun. Vanilla Vibes dupe. Great scent. My wife loves it. She wore it all weekend. It's $19.99. Marshall Blush. Another $20 fragrance. By Paris Corner. I've never smelt it, though I was intrigued. It seems to be the nice gourmand for the wife. You have some Burberry touches and stuff. That little bottle, I think, would have probably been a good buy at $21. However, didn't trip the trigger that hard. Then you got some Coach, more Burberry. Like I said, this was $21. And probably solid deal. Guys section was picked over a little bit. You got Nautica. You got another Offshore for $25. Carolina O'Hara Bad Boy Extreme, $119.99. Some Tommy Hilfiger for $25. That's the 50 ml, I believe. Thing is, Versace Mano Fresh, and I probably should have bought this. $39. I probably should have snagged that. You have the Messies again. Salvatore Ferragamo Red Leather, great scent. Intuition, and believe most of those were pretty affordable, if I'm not mistaken. If I wasn't mistaken, the red leather was $39. I think the messy would have been right around the lines of, I think, 29. So solid prices. Hey guys, welcome back here to Shift to Siage. How y'all doing? Working on that rack store video from yesterday, and I want to let you know what I picked up. All right. So opening up, as I said earlier, I have a buddy of mine that always asks me how I get good deals, and this is how I get them. I'm out and about doing absolutely nothing. I stop at a rack store, just dicking around. All right, guys. I'm not going hunting per se, but I like to see what they have, see what type of deals they have. If I can find something good, like at TJ Maxx. A couple weeks ago, you seen me bring up a bottle of Bulgari Man, Norley Wood. At that particular TJ Maxx, I believe it was 56 on markdown. Well, I found this one for $29. I snagged it. Smells very nice. It's your typical Norelli scent. All right. That being said, I'm not the biggest fan, but for $29, it's worth a gamble. It smells very nice, very elegant. To me, it's more of that Norelli's more of a dress-up scent. Very sweet and floral. All right. I think you get some bergamot in the opening, but like I said, great scent for what it is. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say, but I don't want to glaze it. It's the best scent ever. No, it's a nice scent. 7 out of 10 in my personal opinion, but now then again, I don't like Norelli. So, not that I don't like it, it's just not my preferred scent profile. Will I wear this? Yes. Will I buy it again? I've got 2 other scent profiles pretty similar. I got, I think, the Mason and Alhambra, Pacific Blue, which is a dupe of Tom Ford. I've got Norley Wood from Banana Republic. All 3 of them scratch the same itch. Like I said, that scent profile, though, to me is a little dressed up, a little classier. Also, is that, what's it called? TJ Maxx. I found a Lattafa Pride Series set, number 5. I paid a whopping $20 for it. You got the 1910 with the motorcycle on it. Kind of smells like 1 million elixir. You're talking Shaheen silver, which is getting that vibe of Aventus. The African Drummer, which gets you, I think it's Sunlust by Juliet Has a Gun, which is very similar to their vanilla vibes, very similar to Mason Margiela's, On the Beach. Then you have the one I can't pronounce. You all can check it out. It's a fish hook. We'll just call it fish hook. And that goes along the lines of 1 Million Lucky, I believe. It's what their interpretation of 1 Million Lucky is. And then you're talking Vintage Radio, which is going along the lines of Paragon by Initio. And I'm intrigued by that. You open that up, and there's a big pop of plum. I'm intrigued by it. So I think that's a win. I got some ones. I already have the 1910 at home. I do like it. So, but I'll give that little sample set to the boy. I'm intrigued by the Aventus one because I do like Aventus. I like that DNA. I like that whole thing. And I love a good coconut suntan lotion vibe, which I get out of the African Drummer. So it's kind of a cool thing, right? So while I'm also there, I'm always looking at the purses, the shoes, the ladies' perfumes. See what I can find for the wife. You know, my wife, I like to spoil her. I like to, pick her up. Love the rack. She loves rack stores finds. Kind of a fun thing for us to do on days off. We were off together. We go to a rack store. I usually end up dropping, $50 to $100 on her just to make sure she knows she's spoiled and her husband loves her. Anyway, did pick up she wasn't with us, but I did pick her up Salvatore Ferragamo's, the hell is it called? Fiamma, all right? It comes across, it was released in 2025, it's a floral, woody, powdery scent. And that floral note, the opening, it's there, but it doesn't punch you in the nose very hard. I mean, it's noticeable, but it's not overbearing. Though it does get into that woody, creamy, that woody, powdery dry down relatively quickly. So it was a win. The wife enjoyed it. So yeah. Then we went over to TJ Maxx, where I found the one I've been looking for. Now the performance on this one sucks ass. I know that going into it, but for $20, Sacrat by Lattafa, it's worth a pickup. You're talking the Acqua di Gio Profumo DNA. So you take the Acqua di Gio DNA, you add spices and incense to it, right? And they get in that darkness, it gets a little darker, fresh, aquatic. It's a little spicy, darker, fresh, aquatic. I hate to use the word fresh on it, but I enjoy it. I get about 3 to 4 hour wear out of it. But it's a really good projector, at least on my skin, for those probably 2 to 3 hour mark. Very noticeable. Haven't had compliments on this one, but I have had compliments on this DNA when I wore a Rias Luxury, which I think is a better performer. This one's a little fresher than that one. That one starts off dark right off the bat. This one here starts off a little more on the fresh side of things than that one. I also have Perry Elsa's 360 Red Perfumo, which is supposed to be their take on it. Okay, nowhere near the darkness of this or Rias Luxury, but still a little spicier than the regular 360 Red. Other than that was my Racksword pickups. That's what I found. I think we had a pretty good day. Had a beautiful day on the bike with my kids. It was just a great day out. 80, 85 degrees. Did a little fragrance testing here and there with Collage Icon versus Nocturno Elixir, which I'm sad to say Icon was not iconic on the motorcycle. But other than that, guys, it was a great day. Hope you guys had a great day. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. You guys stay safe out there, and catch you later.